Donkey Kong Bananza. We have to talk about this video game. I just watched the big Donkey Kong Bananza Direct, and it was a great show, right? This game shows off really well. Love the narration. It was fun. It was fun to watch this. It just flew by. This was kind of like the big breakdown of the game. And I think the most surprising thing there was not Pauline, unfortunately. That was leaked through like a Korean box art or something. But the fact that this game has an emotional core. And I think that this emotional core changes everything. I really do. I think that having Pauline riding on DK's back and having her say DK's name, there's voice acting in this game, it looks like. Or sounds like, I should say. And I don't know, I'm already getting a little, I'm vibing with it, right? I'm feeling for her character. She's trying to get back home and DK's trying to save her. There's a shot in this direct where you see her and DK like reaching for each other. And like, I'm getting emotional. I'm already getting emotional for this relationship. And I think that just immediately sets itself apart so much from 3D Mario games. Or honestly, really any Nintendo game. I'm not saying that Nintendo games don't have emotion, like Zelda does exist. There's some heavy moments in there for sure, but nothing like this from like DK or from Mario or Splatoon or any of their other franchises. Like this is something new, and you feel that right off the bat as soon as they reveal Pauline is in the game. You're like, oh, this is the flavor of this adventure, and this is a flavor that I have never had from Nintendo. And man, that's special. I think this is going to be a special video game. I think the fact that this game does have that emotion, or does have that, like, there's a story here, right? There's something going on here. There's a relationship between Pauline and DK. I think that the fact that this game has that elevates every other aspect of the game. Even just wandering around this world and hearing Pauline say DK's name, or hearing Pauline say, hey, check this out, or we need to go here, or we can fast travel this way. Like, adding that sort of, I don't know, it feels like something that was like missing from Mario, to be honest with you. Like, Mario doesn't really have voice acting. Like, Cappy is a character, right? But doesn't really feel like a character. It feels like there's been something missing from all of the other 3D Mario games, and I didn't know it until now. You know, now it's like, oh, well, now I want this in Mario, right? Now I want an emotional core to Mario games. Now I need Toad to tear up when Mario leaves the castle. I just think it adds character. I really do. And I'm not saying that previous Nintendo games didn't have character. I want that to be clear. I just think that I see Nintendo moving in a new direction with this game. I think that this game could potentially change everything on how we look at Nintendo as a game-making company. I think the Mario movie, honestly, changed everything. Or at least the initiative of all of their films, and really the initiative of their IP, you know, with the theme parks and everything. I think things are shifting for Nintendo. And just looking at DK alone, you know, his new design in Mario Kart, and going further into the future, I'm assuming he's going to look like this in Smash Bros. And all of the new DK games coming out. I think, I don't know, Nintendo is doing something. They're assembling a stronger identity for their characters. And and you look at Wonder. You know, Wonder like looks vastly different than their previous titles. And I guarantee you the next time we see a 3D Mario game, it's going to look different. Or even Zelda. Even the next time we see Link, I think there's going to be a stronger identity there. And I think that is hugely important. Not only in, like, we're talking about brands here, not only in like brands and, you know, hitting different demographics and things like that, but just as storytelling, you know, and getting the player more emotionally invested in the adventure happening, especially for DK and like 3D Mario. When I'm talking about that, again, Zelda has kind of had this for a while. I think that Zelda could do more. I think that franchise could do more for its story and for its characters. And I do think Nintendo is going to do that. I think that this is the direction Nintendo is going in now. I could be completely wrong, right? I mean, this very well could just be an exception. But, you know, they're starting to lay the groundwork for future stories to be told within their other IP. And I don't know, I get an immense amount of character from this direct. And I think that, again, is the biggest surprise out of everything from this direct, was that, like, oh, this feels like a special video game. And to be clear, it's not just like the emotional core and Pauline that looks cool in this game. You can turn into a weird, gross zebra thing. Look at this. That looks disgusting. And you can control that and run on water. You can fly as a nasty ostrich, man. There's a lot of really interesting things gameplay-wise happening here as well. The costumes, man, like, I was blown away with the costumes. The fact that those add stat boost is really interesting. There's, like, RPG mechanics, right? We can upgrade DK in this thing. We can make him dig faster or use his banana sonar, like, have a bigger range for that. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot going on in this game that's so different that it feels like the antithesis of what Odyssey was. You know, like, it definitely, you see the Odyssey seams, right? You see that this, again, we still don't fully know what team is working on this game, but you definitely feel like it's heavily inspired, at least, by Mario Odyssey. But there's a lot of new stuff here, too. There's a lot of fresh ideas here, and that's something that just Nintendo in general consistently does well, is introducing fresh ideas into their legacy IP. But my goodness gracious, I'm so stoked to just play this game. Every second I see it, I want more of it. I want to get my hands on the controller desperately. I do want to stop and talk about the presentation of this game as well. I just love the way DK looks, man. I love the different costumes. I love that we can have purple, we can be a purple gorilla, and we can be a blue gorilla and get stat boost for that. Like, he surfs faster with the blue fur. Even Pauline has different outfits as well. That's crazy. But just, again, the general style, I love this, like, weird, like, semi-cell shading thing going on. There's something very interesting happening with just, like, the visual identity here. I do think that they are looking at the past of DK, looking at Donkey Kong Country, and taking a lot of elements from that. Like, weirdly, this game kind of feels like a Rare game. Right? The weird, like, shopkeepers, the weird, like, shirt person, like, that kind of stuff is, like, that's straight up Rare. And I kind of love that. I think a lot of people's fear going into this was that Nintendo was going to kind of softly reboot this whole character and this whole IP. But it doesn't feel like that at all. Like, yeah, DK does look a little different. All of the gorillas and monkeys look a little different. Pauline's a child now. I don't know what's going on there story-wise. But this is a continuation. Like, it doesn't feel like, oh, we're rebooting Donkey Kong, right? This is his origins. It doesn't feel like that. It might very well be that, but it definitely feels like they are paying homage to DK's previous adventures. And I'm playing through the whole Donkey Kong Country saga right now, and I see a lot of that identity in Bonanza. And the music, oh my goodness gracious. Hearing new renditions of Jungle Japes, and you know they're going to have aquatic ambience in this game. You know they're going to have, like, some crazy... I can't wait to find out who's working on the music for this game. I don't know if they got Wise. It feels highly unlikely. But, like, there's definitely going to be new renditions of those country tracks. We're already hearing a lot of them. There's the DK rap in here, man. We literally hear a new rendition of the DK rap. And, God, that got me emotional, actually. That got, like, audible emotions out of me hearing those tracks. This is going to be a stellar... another stellar Nintendo soundtrack. Man, I love it. I absolutely love it. Racing around on top of Rambies, hanging out with Dixie and Diddy is going to be awesome, huh? That's just going to be an incredible moment in video games this year. That's kind of the whole vibe of this game I get, is like, this is going to be, again, a very special video game. I do want to talk a little bit, before I end today's video, I do want to talk just a little bit about, like, lore. This is where everyone clicks off the video, right? I do want to talk a little bit about, like, what this game means timeline wise, right? We're going to talk about the Mario timeline. We're going to talk about what's going on in the history of 3D Mario, 2D Mario. Is 3D Mario and 2D Mario the same? Like, did Mario saving Princess Peach in the original Mario Brothers, is that canon in this Donkey Kong game? They make reference to Mario multiple times in the demo, at the Switch 2 event, during this Direct. Mario does exist, right? Mario exists in this Bonanza world. Pauline is here. Pauline was in Mario Odyssey as an adult. But Pauline was also in the original Donkey Kong, right? The arcade thing, where we see DK capture her and take her up on top of the girders or whatever. And Mario's saving her there. So is DK the enemy there? But in Donkey Kong Country, again, I'm playing through this whole franchise right now. Definitely follow me on Twitch if you want to watch me play through DKC 2, because that's happening, and fuck, it's so hard. In that game, it's Cranky that mentions, like, hey, I was that ape up there. Back in my day, you know, I was fighting Mario, you know? I had a rival, you know, he was wearing overalls. And they make reference to that in this game, too. So, like, what's going on here? Timeline-wise, is there time travel involved? There are a lot of, like, weird spinning portals and weird magical things happening. Does any of this matter at all? Is my question. Does Nintendo legitimate? They don't, right? Look at how they treat the Zelda story. Like, there's no timeline, dude. There's no official timeline. Like, Nintendo does not care about story. But when characters start speaking human words, I don't know, that kind of changes things. You definitely have to start paying attention a little bit more to, like, what's established in previous games. And I don't know, man. I really don't. Comment below. This is, like, what I want to know the most from you guys. Is there lore? Like, does this stuff matter to you? And do you think it matters to Nintendo? Comment below and give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on all things Bananza. Yeah, this game is going to be super duper fun. Like, I'm just super stoked to play it. I'm going to be there day one. Like, this game definitely presented itself in a way where it's like, this is worth the $70, right? What the Shout out to Kav PTR. Probably should have turned off stream elements while recording. Probably should have edited this part out of the video, but this is the end of the video, so who cares? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of this video. I greatly appreciate it. Again, comment below. Give me all of your thoughts on Bananza. Follow me on Twitch. Hey, we're getting followers, right? That's a huge thing. I'm trying to build an audience there. Trying to build an audience here. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. Check me out in the links below. Join the Discord. Find out when I'm streaming. Again, we're playing through Donkey Kong Country right now, and it's been rough. It's been real rough. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, party on.